Let's look at issues with spouse. There continues to be concerns about the inability of family members to deal with issues in a mature and responsible manner, and the problems of spousal abuse and murder suicide seem to have become the norm and have in fact been escalating within recent times. Relationships can be made very special if we understand that marriage is a partnership, thus making it easier to support each other, to empathize when things go wrong, to be happy with each other's joys, to offer comfort when sad, and to strengthen each other when we fail, and to compliment each other on our successes. Companionship. Women undergo physiological changes that affect their emotions, feminine issues with which they must deal on a monthly basis, and to those issues are added the burden of childbearing and child rearing, homemaking, and catering to the demands of spouses who have forgotten or who choose to ignore that women were chosen by God not to be a servant or slave, but to be a companion and a help suitable for Him. Spouses should assist and support each other, especially in these times when both heads of households may need to work to manage the high expenditure necessary to maintain a home and a family. Someone has said that many wives have today become breadwinners and are no longer simply homemakers. How true. Husbands, though, must still maintain their responsibility as protectors and, if necessary, enjoy their status as joint provider. I know I do. Hold your tongue. Men and women should never raise a hand to their spouses or use obscene words in conversation or in anger. Neither should they attempt to control each other. Sometimes it is best to hold your tongue if saying what you think at the time would create discord in the home. Most importantly, one should never resort to violence to resolve a problem. It's basically a matter of having mutual respect for each other. Those whose homes have become battle zones have obviously forgotten what family life is supposed to mean. Nothing is wrong for the sake of peace in saying I am sorry, even if at first you don't really see why you should. Train your children. Demonstrate love and respect for your children, as this will assist in developing a more relaxed atmosphere at home. Helping them direct their leisure time can also make the difference between success and failure. There is nothing as satisfying as regular outings with your family members. It is better to train your children now in the way they should go, so that when they grow up they will not depart from it. If they grow up unable to love because they did not experience your love and affection, or to be dishonest, rebellious, abusive, unmannerly, disrespectful, remember that you were their first teacher. Incest. There is absolutely no excuse for incest, as the destruction of a child's life is not something anyone should want on his or her conscience. Do you really want to keep asking God's forgiveness for committing such a sin against someone who loves and trusts you? Incest is often responsible for low self-esteem and feelings of guilt and of being unclean among children. As they grow older, many develop an intense fear of intimacy, often becoming drug addicts and engaging in indiscriminate sexual activity and promiscuity. For many of them, incest will mean being unable to fulfill their potential, developing a hatred towards society, turning to a self-destructive lifestyle of murder, mayhem, and suicide. If these problems are a byproduct of parental love, is it any wonder that there are so many single-parent homes and delinquent youths?